I was saying, so the name and the brand and the person goes all along. So we were thinking of something which brings fullness. When you talk about Potbelly TV, you get everything. You get entertainment, you get big insight, you get everything in it. So it was the perfect name for our podcast.
Welcome to Potbelly TV. My name is Kweku Ireza. I'll be having Mr. Dzakpata with me. Today I'll be your host, as Mr. Dzakpata is my guest. We are going to talk about the origin of Potbelly, how Potbelly came to mind. When we talk about origin, we are not talking about origin drink. But before my guest comes, let me go in for some small coins. You see this nice, beautiful design? It was made by Creative Line Clothing. They are bringing this episode to you.
What's your need? Digital embroidery, branding of souvenirs, engraving on all materials, t-shirt printing. We got you covered at Creative Line. Contact Creative Line on 0244 695057. Creative Line. Serving you is our passion.
Welcome to Potbelly TV, Mr. Dzakpata.
Thank you.
Today, as I'm the host, I'm going to ask you questions.
Yeah.
Then you answer it.
Yes.
As the audience will be waiting to hear.
We'll have a great discussion together.
Yes. So first of all, I want to ask how the idea first came into existence. Why the podcast?
So as you know, I didn't dreamt of maybe say one day I'll have a podcast. So you see, when we go for programs, funerals, weddings, and all those kind of program, we intend to have somebody who's like the life of the program. You can't just go to the program, we'll be sitting down, we'll be talking. And so I'm kind of that person, because I bring in jokes, I bring in conversation, I bring in some.
Is it about the marriage
jokes, work jokes, school jokes. I'm a jovial person. So all those things, when I intend, it happens around people and they're happy. They're like, I want to go into movies and film production. Not. So I got a chance to watch one of my two favorite podcasters, Fuhad and James. They are the hosts for Shit and Gigs on Facebook and YouTube.
Okay.
So they intend to talk about reality of life. They joke about each other, they joke about other people. So I'm like, okay, fine, I can do this. So that's how the whole idea of podcast started.
But then you could start podcast on maybe Spotify and the rest. So why the idea of YouTube?
With YouTube, we want the interaction with our audience. And if you know me personally, I do jokes with my facial impressions and the whole body.
Okay, so you didn't want just the voice.
I didn't want just the voice. I want the interaction too. So that was the idea of starting a podcast on YouTube.
The conversation, how did it start? The calls you made and how the whole idea to get people on board to start the Potbelly, how did it come up?
Okay, so you just wonder who convinced me to start?
Yes, who convinced you and all those who helped you in getting it started?
So I was there and then the idea came then. I'm like, okay, I need to push this. So I think I called you. Then I said, okay, we need other people to join because the other people who are so interested in this whole podcasting. So you also made a call to two of your guys. So it became 4. So you have me as the host and you as the production. And we'll have other people as part of the production team. They will scout for the location. They will bring in some expertise also. So we created a WhatsApp group. Now the WhatsApp group was to have interaction. Everybody just bring your idea on board. But as time goes on, we find out that it was only you and I who were just having a conversation with each other. They were like, and there's no need. We don't need the 2 of them. We don't need them to start. Then we just, that was how the 2 of us became the CEO and the production team.
Okay. But when you were starting, Did you doubt yourself from the beginning
There was there's
that
doubt. Yeah.
nobody would take
There,
you serious?
there was doubt because I'm like, this podcast. When you watch other people's podcasts, you're like, they do honor because with the studio settings and the guests and other people. I nearly gave up. But I'm like, hey, we don't lose anything. We are just saying, we are not losing. We've not even invested that much. So we should just start and see how it plays along. So that's how we are
Okay.
here today.
Okay. And then the earlier side, like when I started with, did you doubt yourself? From the beginning, when you started, did the critics coming in, the support really motivate you to go further? But the critics, did it even make you doubt yourself more? Say, I want to give up, don't want to continue, want to end it there?
Yeah, so when we started, we had people who were supporting from both doing adding certain things to our production. And we had people who were just behind saying that, hey, oh Kasana, oh yes, oh dress, oh shirt, screen, oh yeah, and I know where they are coming from. I know everything. You have critics, people criticizing you as if they know. Then we had people who are genuinely in the industry who gave us, the way they put it, like, okay, the next one, try and do it this way. And we're like, okay, we put all those points. So for I'll just say everybody at podcast, I'm just putting them together. For us at Potbelly TV, we didn't take the critics as mere like haters, or we just took it that we are now starting and we are learning. So we're okay with the critics and we took everything into consideration.
People may be thinking maybe you went into journalism and all that before. I remember very well when we started.
Yeah.
After we made like 2-3 videos, and I contacted a very good friend of mine. I'll mention his name, Smart. If you remember, or he went trending some time back when he made a funny comment about motivational speakers, saying that he sold Gary behind a bean seller, and he trended. He sold Gary, made his first $1 million, having a very funny comment about motivational speakers. I called him and I spoke to him that, Smart, this is what we are starting. I want you to have a look at it. He went through the videos and all that, and he gave his comments, his critics, like about it. To be frank, he's one of the people who have also helped in Potbelly setup. We want to also mention his name. He'll be coming on the show very soon, so get ready for it.
And also my colleague Bismarck. Yeah, Bismarck is in the marketing industry. I think he's out of town now, but I'm sure he'll watch this episode. He's also played a good part, major role in the whole where we've got in now. With the first one, we didn't have our lighting was a bit, dark.
Don't worry, we'll go into that.
Give us all the critical and some considerations that we also put into it.
Okay, so we've spoken about the critics. Did you doubt yourself, whether you wanted to give up and all that? But the next question I want to ask is, why the name Potbelly?
So basically, we went through some YouTube channels and Facebook and most names were picked. So I said, why not use something that I'm usually being identified? My colleagues, when they see me, I'm sure it's my stomach that they see first before they see my face. So, and some people will react to that, but sometimes you have to use certain things to become your blessing. For example, this Kazango guy, I don't know if you know, and people were laughing about his face.
Now he has a shop in Kumasi and doing very well.
We were like, okay, then let's just use Potbelly.
I remember when our MD saw you.
Yeah.
He was like, where is Potbelly? I want to see Potbelly. When he saw you, then he was like, yes, this is Potbelly.
Yeah.
So again, to the meaning. Could it be because you wanted to have big things? That's why, Potbelly is meaning that your stomach is full with a whole lot of things. Is it that you had a lot in you wanted to?
Yeah, so basically the name Potbelly.
Because I saw your slogan, big talks, bigger insights.
Yeah.
So is it that you have more big stuff you want to put out there? That is why you came about with the name Potbelly.
So
For
we
me,
wanted-
I didn't know. So you tell me why you chose the name Potbelly.
So as I was saying, so the name and the brand and the person goes all along. So we were thinking of something which brings fullness. When you talk about Potbelly TV, you get everything. You get entertainment, you get big insight, you get everything in it. So it was the perfect name for our podcast.
Okay. But okay, so from there, did anyone try convincing you to change the name?
For me, I didn't get it from anybody. Whenever anybody saw me, they just go, "Hey, Mr. Potbelly." Then they start laughing and they start smiling, and they start Potbelly TV. And so that was nobody said. I think even nobody asked me why the name Potbelly. I think you just see me now, that's where
That's
the name
Potbelly. That's
comes from.
where the name. But with me, if I wear this dress and I'm walking in town, everybody is wondering where is the Potbelly and where is the Potbelly and why is it called Potbelly TV? So maybe you are giving us more insight on why the name came. And people's first reaction after you went, let's say after your first episode, which I said we'll talk about that one later. After your first episode, second episode, I think the second episode was when you went viral with over 12,000 views. When you went into your second episode, what was the reaction?
I think that's where we got the motivation that yes, we can do this. So we started getting the likes, we started getting the comments, and we started getting some heads up, like people nodding that yeah, I think you are doing a great job. And that's when everything changed. That yes, we need to do more. So the reaction gave us the chance that we can do more. So this is where we are heading now.
Okay. So now people have given their first reaction. We've also seen where things are going now. Where should we be thinking Potbelly will be in the near future? Let's say in 2-3 years from now.
So I said earlier on that there are two people who motivated this whole Potbelly podcast, and when you watch them and where they've gotten to, it's just marvelous. So I'm looking at where Potbelly will get to a place where, like, the name is everywhere. I'm just hoping my production team will not be having Potbelly. That's the prayer.
We will never get Potbelly.
No.
We will never get Potbelly.
The name will be everywhere. Then people will see the whole Potbelly. It won't be for the old, it won't be for the young generation. It will be for everybody. When you come to Potbelly TV, you get entertainment, you get maybe a bit of politics, you get a bit of religion, you get a bit of career development, you get everything. That's what we are looking at the next 2-3 years with Potbelly TV.
Okay. So meaning in the next 2-3 years, we should be looking at a new studio.
Yes.
Brighter lights.
Yes.
A
lot of production people.
Yes. Maybe hiring and reducing unemployment rate in Ghana.
You'll be seeing some makeup. I'll be doing some little makeup.
Thank you, Mr. Potbelly, for coming on this episode of revealing where Potbelly started and where it's going.
Yes.
Catch you on the next episode. Potbelly TV.
Yeah.
Out.
Potbelly TV, we dey bring the vibe. From Ghana to the world, we dey shine a bright. Big talk, bigger insights every time I time. Potbelly TV, stories come alive. Turn the volume up, make the people see I'm culture and hustle, that's the energy. From Accra to Volta and beyond the sea white. Potbelly TV is the place to be. Potbelly Belly TV.